Today, what do you get a successful game studio for Valentine's Day? A dozen pink slips. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint. No reason to panic. Ian's back with my signature flair.
I am also here.
I dropped in to tell you all the terrible news about video games, so listen up.
I also have news.
Your day is immeasurably improved, thanks to my...
Hey, for real, do I get any good lines in this intro?
That depends. Did you write any good stories?
I, too, am having a good day with my friend.
NetEase Games, developer of the exceptionally successful Marvel Rivals, recently laid off a team from their Seattle-based studio. While NetEase consolidates their development teams within China, comparisons to Sony's disastrous launch of Concord and subsequent liquidation of Firewalk Studio are abundant. Good game or bad, you're getting fired. So, with employment security now completely detached from performance, let's examine some historical employee management systems that might be ready for a comeback. In the Pharaoh team structure, developers would be interred alongside senior producers upon release to display commitment to team dynamics. While this would provide lifetime and after-lifetime employment for the developers, the closed development loop is incompatible with today's common live service model. A modern Cortez Gambit trades burning your ships upon reaching New World for a simple git reset --hard origin/master, so that developers are incentivized to build back up to 1.1 and beyond from first principles. And Microsoft is surely poised to move their employees into the Gladiator stable, where snacks and nap cells are provided, but aggressive stack ranking is still maintained. And firings are done publicly in a literal coliseum with an audience of shareholders present at the whim of Phil Spencer's thumb.
In a now-deleted Valentine's Day Instagram post, Metahorizon released a video showing a group of obscene homunculi sitting in a high school gymnasium talking about how they've all been dumped. Then a message reading, "No Valentine? Heart emoji? No problem! Fist emoji. Your friends are waiting for you in Horizon." The post goes on to wish a happy Singles Awareness Day from #Metahorizon and asks users to commiserate, console, and celebrate being single. Bruh. They're planning to spend $100 billion on this in 2025. Horizon Worlds, the actual product on display here, has already lost $70 billion. For comparison, after adjusting for inflation, the Apollo program costs somewhere around $210 billion. My dudes, you are like one Twitter and one German away from being able to go to the moon with this much money. Hold on, actually, we do have someone we could throw in with that Twitter purchase price, and while he's not exactly German, he's shockingly similar in other, possibly litigable, respects. First, if you are single on Valentine's Day and own a VR helmet, I do not believe for one moment that you went to a support group for people who call it a status update rather than a post. We all know what you were doing in there. Second, given an unbounded imaginative space, all Meta can offer is meetings and shame. Is this all that's in your soul? A high school gym sparsely populated by humiliated people? Is your wildest fantasy a group of people waiting their turn to share their resentment? These hideous, dead-eyed skin mannequins don't commiserate, console, or celebrate each other. They just try to one-up each other's stories, but even their escalations are banal. Every video on the Metahorizon Instagram page is bad in new and excitingly boring ways. If you thought Starfleet did shameful things with the holodeck, wait until you see how the Borg use it.
Tragedy as the cultural divide between boomers and Generation Alpha narrows slightly this week, as beloved YouTube series Skibidi Toilet was attacked by the corporate equivalent of a Nigerian prince's email scam. The popular web series created by Alexei Boom Gerasimov, using Valve's Source Filmmaker software, partnered with entertainment company Invisible Narratives last year with the intent of producing an upcoming mainstream TV series and movie directed by Michael Bay. Last Friday, Invisible Narratives filed a lawsuit alleging that a company called Next Level App Technologies is attempting to steal their intellectual property, calling them professional scam artists and extortionists. The lawsuit goes on to describe a laundry list of infringements and extortion tactics used by Next Level, including submitting multiple DMCA strikes, reproducing the protected characters, and making a barely veiled solicitation to Invisible Narratives for money. Next Level, for their part, claimed to have designed a game in 2020 featuring the well-known toilet homunculi, but this game was only released for pre-order in 2024. They also own the domain name SkibidiToilet.com, a website trying to promote said game, but the game has since been removed from app stores. Perhaps the most intriguing complaint in the suit relates to the fraudulent trademarks for which Next Level has applied. Currently, they have 15 different trademarks pending for Skibidi Toilet assets, but while the photos will look familiar, the description of the goods within each trademark vary wildly. None of the camera-faced people or toilet-bodied humans are listed as internet entertainment characters like you might expect, and instead we're led to believe that these trademarks are all tied to malt wort, clothes impregnated with a detergent for cleaning, and yakitori. Either the defendants in this case have an exciting and wide-reaching merchandising campaign planned alongside the release of the eventual Skibidi movie, or they assumed that no one would read the lorem ipsum they copy-pasted into the trademark registration. On a warmer note, and speaking of pasta, at least now when the youth have finished filming Nana while she prepares her classic rigatoni so they can post it up on the Clock app, the kids can also empathize that the world is full of ruthless ne'er-do-wells and silver-tongued devils intent on the gold Krugerrants stashed in the walls. Skibbity Womp Womp, Ohio, y'all.
Digital Eclipse is releasing a collector's edition of the upcoming game Tetris Forever. And like any collector's edition, it is packed with bonuses of varying value. It has the de rigueur poster and soundtrack CD, certainly, but they also thought to throw in some Tetramino patches and magnets to round out the frustratingly losable part of the collection. More interesting is the 4 magnetic cubes you can rearrange into whichever Tetramino you claim as your Oshi. Spoilers, left L gang right here. But what really adds value to the $140 price tag is the handheld console that includes a copy of NES Tetris and Tetris 2 plus Bombless. And I've got a big surprise for you. I've got the collectible console right here. Sure, it's not the same as the one on the photo, but I promise it plays Tetris just as well. Oh, but not in color? Fair enough. Here's the real collectible console. Okay, again, not the same, but it'll play Tetris in color. Not rechargeable? Boy, you sure are hard to please. Here, what about this? A bright, full-color screen, and thanks to modding, it even has a rechargeable battery. It doesn't play NES Tetris? Fine. Full color, massive screen, rechargeable battery, plays NES Tetris, plus detachable controllers. You can plug it into your TV, and it'll even fit in a comically oversized pocket. And sure, maybe I spent more than 1,500 Norwegian kroner on all of these, and maybe I don't actually play Tetris at all these days, and perhaps I just use these as an excuse to show off all the stuff in my own collection. Yeah, no, that's exactly what this was. Play Tetris, everybody!
See, that wasn't so hard now, was it?
I've been hosting this show since 2022. I think I've got a handle on how this works.
We only do this show like 2 or 3 times a year tops, so I'm amazed you're able to keep in practice.
This is a weekly show. We keep filming even when you're not here. Did you not develop object permanence?
Did we get a new desk?
Coming up, Nike has revealed new sneakers inspired by Donkey Kong Country, a game where the main character famously doesn't wear shoes, according to WikiFeet. We hope this means Nike is planning on making some ape-sized footwear so we can buy some for all the fucking gorillas that work in our office.
Jesus, what a week for news this week.
Yeah?
I was wholly expecting I'd be able to talk about running Windows NT on the Wii Mini, the red one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and someone got macOS 9 running on an Xbox 360.
Oh, wild.
Yeah.
Because, you could run macOS 9, I think, on the original Wii, so they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Cool. Rad. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Again, we've got a Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun and the store at store.loadingreadyrun.com. But really what I want to point out to you is Friday nights, episode 1, the new season is premiering Friday, February 21st at 4 p.m. Pacific on the Loading Ready Run MTG channel on YouTube here. So youtube.com/LRRMTG. Do show up and check out the premiere. That's when it's going up, and you can watch it, of course, anytime after that.
We're excited. You should be too.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the names of the people who support this channel right after this. See ya.
New fucking butts. Krugerrands.